Now, Khwaja Asif has come out to call Afghanistan an India proxy. Amid the war with Afghans, Pakistan spreads fakery. Pakistan has come out to say Taliban turned Afghan into a colony of India. Pakistani Defence Minister, this is Khwaja Asif, who has come out to make these statements. After the NATO forces withdrew, it was expected that peace would prevail in Afghanistan and that the Taliban would focus on the interests of the Afghan people and regional stability. However, the Taliban turned Afghanistan into a colony of India. They gathered the terrorists from around the world in Afghanistan and began exporting terrorism. They deprived their own people of basic human rights. They took away from the women the rights that Islam grants them. Pakistan made every effort, both directly and through friendly countries, to keep the situation stable. It's carried out extensive diplomacy. However, the Taliban has become a proxy of India. Today, when attempts are being made to target Pakistan with aggression, by the grace of God, our armed forces are giving a decisive response. In the past, Pakistan's role has been positive. It has hosted 5 million Afghans for 50 years. Even today, hundreds and thousands of Afghans are earning their livelihood on our soil. Our patience has reached its limit. Now it is an open confrontation. Now there will be a decisive action. Pakistan's army has not come from across the seas. We are your neighbors and we know your reality well. This is a gist of what has been said by Khwaja Asif at this given point of time. Now, Mr. Karar, I'll come back to you. You know, when we're speaking of the entire instability in the region at this point, we have seen, firstly, the kind of narratives that are pushed by Pakistan when it comes to such escalations, of course, but also time and again how they pull back India into the situation and in the recent times claim that Afghanistan currently, the attacks that they are launching is basically a proxy war that they are trying to, in fact, fight for India. Now, these are fake narratives that we have seen being pushed by Pakistan time and again. At this point, where are we looking at the position India is in amid the entire situation that has been developing overnight since just the past few hours?
India's position, first of all, Pakistan's blames or accusations are false. They have been there forever. Pakistan is a security state. They always, try to threaten their own citizens with others. They would always scare their citizens. And the main reason for that is, that the army in Pakistan will only stay in power and only be irrelevant if there is a threat. So they are maximizing the threats everywhere, and they're magnifying, threats, and they're, making all these false scenarios about, India's involvement. In the past, they would also talk about NDS and the Afghan intelligence and how they were a threat to Pakistan. But in reality, those are just reasons that the Pakistani established make up to threaten or to subjugate their own citizens. So it's up to the people of Pakistan to know that there is no threat from anybody in the region to the people of Pakistan. If there is any threat, it's their own army who's exploiting the situation for their own benefits in Pakistan.
Right. So of course, one thing is very clear. If we speak of the country Pakistan and its habits, and historically so, they have been full of fake narratives, if anything. So it doesn't come in as a surprise at this point that they would be again, as they have done in the past, claim that Afghanistan is currently fighting a proxy war. But thank you so much, Mr. Karar, for joining us on India Today and giving us your time and bringing in your insights onto this entire situation, the developments that's just taken place in the last 24 hours, the escalations that we have seen along that Durand Line, one which has been a historically contentious line with a lot of wars that it has seen in the past. And currently, this is the very situation we're speaking of. We're keeping a very close watch on any updates and escalations that are taking place between Afghanistan and Pakistan, so to speak.